The book I've chosen is Workhorse by Caroline Palmer. But this video is a real reading challenge or vlog from a real reader with a real full-time schedule. Just read something, pick up the book, read a page and 5 pages, read whatever you can. It doesn't matter how many days it takes you to finish. What matters is that you are reading, you are enjoying it, and you are making it part of your life in whatever way works for you. I'm starting a new 60 pages a day reading challenge. I just tried the 60 pages a day goal in my last video, and it feels like something that really suits me. It's achievable, though I still need to stay more focused to hit it every day, especially in the morning and at night. For this challenge, I'm going to stick to just one book, since I haven't found another one I'm interested in yet. The book I've chosen is Workhorse by Caroline Palmer. It tells the story of the fashion industry, maybe similar to The Devil Wears Prada. I'm not sure about that. I discovered this book through Goodreads. I had just finished The Strangers, A Memoir of Marriage by Belle Burden, which I absolutely loved. While browsing the Readers Also Enjoyed section, I came across a list of recommendations, and we just found this book. During this challenge, I'm going to update my daily progress, whether I reach my goal or not, and sharing my thoughts on the book. So let's begin. Day 1 starts now. It's day 3. Yesterday, I didn't have a chance to update my reading progress. So here is a quick recap. On day 1, I read 19 pages of Workhorse by Caroline Palmer, so I didn't reach my 60-page goal. On day 2, I read 28 pages of the book, again falling short of the goal. Right now, I'm 6% through the book. So far, the story feels very similar to The Devil Wears Prada. It's told from the perspective of an assistant to an editor-in-chief in the fashion industry. Since she is in a lower level position, we got a lot of insights into her thoughts and how she experiences the workplace. One detail I found really interesting is how even the smallest thing in the office are controlled by the editor-in-chief's preferences. For example, they don't use the regular yellow post-it notes or notebooks, only light blue ones, simply because the editor-in-chief prefers the color. People in the company are seen as either workhorse, which is the title of the book, or show horse. It reminds me of things from the Devil Wears Prada, but the book goes into more details and gives us deeper access to the main character's souls. Since I'm interested in the fashion industry, so I'm finding this book really engaging so far. I will keep reading. It's day 4. Yesterday on day 3, I read 56 pages of Workhorse by Caroline Palmer. I was really trying to reach my 60-page goal, but I got too sleepy at the end. I kept telling myself, 6 pages left, 5 pages left, 4 pages left. But eventually, I had to admit that I couldn't finish the last 4 pages. So I didn't reach my goal again. 60 pages a day is not as easy as it sounds. Right now, I'm 15% into the book, and it's starting to feel like a long book. At this point, the story is focusing on the main character, Chloe. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce her name, so I will just call her Chloe. The book is now exploring her life after work, her experiences going to bars, sometimes alone, sometimes with a friend. She has a friend named Davis who works at the same company. Davis seems like a very confident, shiny person, and she helps Chloe a lot. Reading about Chloe's after work life makes me feel a little sad. There is a sense of loneliness. She's trying really hard to belong to this fast-paced world in New York, surrounded by people who seem more put together than she feels. Today is a very sunny day, and I'm going to read more. It's day 5. Yesterday on day 4, I read 15 pages of Workhorse by Caroline Palmer. So I didn't reach the 60-page goal. I will keep reading today. It's day 6. Yesterday, finally I read exactly 60 pages of the book Workhorse by Caroline Palmer. So I reached my goal. Honestly, it's not as easy as I expected to hit 60 pages a day with this book. I feel like I've read a lot, but I'm only 26% through it, which makes the book seem longer and more dense than I thought. There are definitely parts of the stories that I really enjoy. The main character, Chloe, feels more like an observer, which makes the reading experience more reflective. Through her perspective, I find myself thinking more about the situation she's in. For example, there is a where she visits her friend David's home and meets her very famous mother. Their conversation is really interesting and gives a glimpse of a very different world. There is also a moment when David takes Chloe to shop for a designer coat. Through scenes like this, we are not just seeing how those people live or shop. We are also invited to think more deeply about their world and what it represents. I will keep reading. It's day 8. Yesterday on day 7, I read 19 pages of Workhorse by Caroline Palmer. So I didn't reach my goal. It's been a week since I started this book, and I have mixed feelings about the book. It feels like I've read a lot, but I'm only 32% through it, which makes the book seem longer than I expected. I do enjoy the story, but I think it could be shorter to make the readers more engaged. So far, the story focuses more on the main character Chloe's social life, with only a little insight into what happens at work. Personally, I'm more interested in the workplace story, so I'm hoping there will be more of that in the coming chapters. Okay, I will keep reading. It's day 10. Yesterday on day 9, I read the 39 pages of the book Workhorse by Caroline Palmer. I didn't reach the 60-page goal. I'm now on page 265, 40% of the book. I will keep reading. It's day 12. Yesterday on day 11, I read 28 pages of the book Workhorse by Caroline Palmer. I didn't reach the 60-page goal. I'm now on page 297, 44% through the book. I will keep reading. It's day 13. Yesterday on day 12, I read 65 pages of the book Workhorse by Caroline Palmer. Finally hit my 60-page goal. I'm now 54% through the book, and honestly, it feels really long. Sometimes it even reads a bit like a TV series script. But there are definitely some interesting things going on. A lot has been happening between the main character Chloe, her colleague and friend Davis, and Davis' mother Barbara, who is a well-known and wealthy person. Some of these moments were completely unexpected. I won't spoil anything. Now that I'm halfway through, I feel like there are even more interesting stories coming ahead. I'm actually curious to see what happens next. I will keep reading today. It's day 14 yesterday. On day 13, I only read 8 pages. I'm 56% through the book. I will keep reading. It's day 15 yesterday. On day 14, I read exactly 60 pages of the book, Workhorse. I'm 64% through the book. I'm going to keep reading. It's day 17 yesterday. On day 16, I read 13 pages. I'm now on page 445, 67% of the book. It's a pretty long book. Overall, it has 665 pages. I'm going to keep reading. It's day 18 yesterday. On day 17, I read 20 pages. I'm now 70% through the book. I will keep reading. It's day 19 yesterday. On day 18, I read 36 pages of Workhorse by Caroline Palmer. Didn't reach the 60-page goal. I have about 160 pages left. I'm going to try to finish the book in 2 or 3 days. That's it. I will keep reading. It's day 20 yesterday. I read 61 pages, so I reached the 60-page goal. I'm now at page 562, 85% of the book. I will probably finish the book today. Yesterday on day 20, I read about 100 pages and I finished the Workhorse by Caroline Palmer. I have to say the ending is so dramatic. I genuinely don't know how to fully put it into words, but there is a quote from the very end, and I think it captures the whole spirit of the book beautifully. It goes, "It's the fate of all workhorses. After all, they carry the load so well and for so long that one day we go lame. We will grind down our own bones before we realize it has all been in service of someone else. Someone better." When I read that, I just had to pause for a moment because it really does sum up everything the book has been building toward. This is a very long book, over 600 pages, and I want to be upfront about that because when I first picked it up, I didn't quite realize how long the book would be. I found plenty of parts that were genuinely interesting and kept me turning pages, but I also think that some parts could have been cut or trimmed. There were moments where the pacing slowed down, and I felt like the story was stretching a little longer than it needed. So if you are someone who prefers tighter, fast-moving books, just know that going in. That said, I think this is exactly the kind of book that rewards a slow, steady read, a few chapters at a time, rather than rushing through it. At its core, Workhorse tells the story of Chloe, a young woman without a lot of wealth or connections, trying to build a life and a career in New York's fashion and magazine world. And through her eyes, we meet people around her. Her friend Davis, who is confident, polished, and seemingly has everything together, and whose mother happens to be a famous and wealthy actress. And then there is Harry, a mutual friend who lives in and out in both their lives in ways that get complicated as the story goes on. What I really took away from this book is the idea that there are always stories behind a bright appearance, the glamour, the wealth, the perfectly put together lives. There is so much underneath all of that which isn't right at all. And on the other side, you have the main character, Chloe, a normal, relatable girl just trying to hold her place in a world that wasn't really built for her. That tension is what really makes the story compelling. Overall, I give the book 3.6 out of 5 stars. It's not a perfect book, but it has real heart and some genuinely memorable moments. Just go in knowing that it's a long one and pace yourself accordingly. It took me 20 days to finish it, and you can see most of the days I didn't even hit my 60-page goal. I know there are people out there who could finish this book in less than a week, and that's amazing. But this video is a real reading challenge or vlog from a real reader with a real full-time schedule. So my days don't always look like 60 pages. Sometimes they look like 4, sometimes 2, and that's okay, because here is what I really want you to take away from this. If you only have a small window of free time to read every day, just read something. Pick up the book, read a page, and 5 pages. Read whatever you can. It doesn't matter how many days it takes you to finish. What matters is that you are reading, you are enjoying it, and you are making it part of your life in whatever way works for you. Thank you so much for watching and following along this channel with me. I hope somewhere in this video you found a little motivation, or maybe even a new book to add to your list. I hope you found a great book and happy reading. I will see you in the next one. Bye.